Alright guys, next step is to set up the roller assemblies. Got one done, prototype, everything works, so let's lay out the other three. And smartly I wrote down my measurements. During final assembly of these, I will be putting Loctite on these. These are stainless steel bolts going into aluminum. The whole point of this was that I didn't want anything here that could rust. I guess the bearings could rust, but odds are against that. But if they do, it's not the end of the world. Okay, now we just have to trim all our bolts. Alright guys, I took us a little bit of time and got the center section completely jigged up here. Everything's clamped in place. We can go ahead and get this welded out, and we'll get onto the two sides and then put the thing together. You know, probably grab a welding plate. It's going to be a lot more comfortable that way later. Alright, got the first outside one clamped up, ready to go. So we've got a little bit of brush in here. Maybe, if I can get the brush in there. Yeah. We're just going to tack it. Now we'll see if it falls apart. Well, it didn't fall apart. If anybody's wondering, this is a CGW Abrasives aluminum flap disc, designed for aluminum. Okay, let that cool down, and then we got to get the rail in. Alright guys, went ahead and did this on the other drawer as proof of concept. Got that one all figured out, so now this one should go pretty easy. We have to weld on two pieces of 3/4 inch angle that the bearings will ride between. So we're going to go ahead and get this one, weld the first one on, get it set up, turn it around, weld the second one on. The reason I'm using angle is I could not find any channel that fit my bearings properly. And the angle is square, whereas a channel has a little bit of an angle to it. So this will work out better in the end anyways. So first thing we need to do is get it positioned. And as you can tell, I was already messing with it and got it pretty close. So Now I'm just going to draw a line. Which will disappear in just a second. That one's just, the bottom one, the roller's right on the top one. That's where all your weight is. The bottom one is just so it can't tip. Alright guys, I got this piece tacked in, and got the bottom piece, which is actually the top piece, cut and fitted. Colton's working on a piece for the back, so we're going to get this a little more welded in so we can flip this over and fit the other end. Hope it's deep enough. Yep, it's perfect. Okay, make sure our center is where it's supposed to be. Right now, we can go ahead and flip it over. That's a little warm. Somehow we got a little wide at the front, I think. I think the back is okay. All right, guys, we're gonna figure this out. We'll bring it back.
So now we're gonna lay out our back brace for the top of the drawers. We got our layout right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't need to show you guys how to lay this out. You guys probably know more than I will ever know. Now I did it on the back side, so I'm gonna be doing this on the bandsaw, and not gonna lie, one of these sides I'm not gonna be able to get to. Here we go, we got a nice clean cut. We got a little bit of a bezel, but we'll be cleaning that up with the grinder after we're done. So we're going to take that off with the grinder, and this will be ready for welding on to the rest of the piece.
Alright guys, we got the diamond plate laid up here. This is going to get bent, just like we bent the drawers, to cover the box. So it makes it weatherproof. Same thing as before. If you watch that, I don't know if this is going to be 1 video, 2 videos, 10 videos. But WD-40. Beautiful. All right, guys. One side done. Not going to bore you with the rest. I'll bring you back when it's folding time. Somehow, even double checking my measurements, I made this panel 1 inch too narrow with the folds. Folds came out perfect. Sorry, missed that. Camera did something. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I decided I would cut it down the middle, bolt it down, and I will put, for the moment, I'm just going to put a couple pieces of aluminum tape in here before final assembly to seal it up. And I've got another project coming up where if the client says yes, then I'll have another sheet of diamond plate that I can have. I'll have it enough left over that I can cut a strip to put in the middle here and either bolt or weld it in. Not sure. Anyways, this is getting bolted in. We're going to drill, tap, and bolt in with the same screws that we used for the bearings. They kind of look nice, and they're low profile heads, so stuff will still slide over them. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So first step, I've got ahead marked out where I want these, and we'll drill them with the tapping size. Then we'll switch to the clearance size. And then tap the hole. I'm doing this now so I can see where all the bolts are to see if there's going to be any interference on the other side, and the ones that have any interference can be trimmed off. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and bring you back. So the biggest mistake I made was, because I planned this project over a year ago, ordered the materials over a year ago, I lost the drawings. And so the whole process of building it, I did not have the original drawings that went with the materials list, and it would have come out much better if I had had those drawings so I could use the dimensions and whatnot was on there. one thing that I did do in the process, originally I designed these drawers to be 5 inches deep. I've got some kind of like sort mode containers, the HDX brand from Home Depot. I actually really like those. They hold up really well, and the bin sizes are fairly good, and they don't get too heavy when they're full. Anyhow, 2 of those stacked will fit in one of these drawers, but in a 5-inch drawer. Problem is that I got the laser level, and I find that I've been using it in quite a few projects, and to have the tripod with me, not hanging out in the back seat, not bouncing around in the back of the truck, I had to make the drawer deeper. Had to go to a 6-inch deep drawer, and so therefore my materials dimensions are off. One other thing that I would change is I would go to a 1/4 inch thickness for the cover. It'd be a little more work to bend it. However, I'm a little concerned that this is going to get banged up with me putting stuff in the back of the truck. We'll see. It might be fine. It might not be. Yeah, what it is, what it is. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more projects like this. And thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Algorithm doesn't care, as long as you interact. Catch you in the next one.